Hello there. So today we're going to be answering the following question. The following dataset has a mean of 13 and a median of 14. Find the values for the data points A and B. As you can see, the values we have are 16, 2, 8, 16, 11, A, and B. So the first thing to notice here is the number of data points we have is an odd number of 7. And this helps us a lot because when you take the median value of an odd number of values, then you will be given a specific value. Whereas if we had an even number of values, then we would have to take the mean of 2 values, and that would make this problem much more complicated. But in order to do this question, the first thing we have to do is sort the values in order. So let's do that. So first of all, let's sort them this way. So we have 2 8s, then we have 11, then we have 16, 16, A, B. Because so far we don't know what the values of A and B are, so we just sort of like that. However, notice that the median has to be 14. And we have an odd number here, so either A or B has to be the median. So we have 7 values here, and the median has to be 14. So if we draw 7 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the median has to be 14, right? So the median value here is going to be this one right here. So this has to be 14. And we didn't have 14 in our original data values, so this 14 has to be either A or B. Here, we're just going to say that 14 is A. So we have now solved for one of our values. Now notice we still have to put in all of our other values here. So let's do that. So we got 2, 8, 11, because we have to put the values in sorted order. And then, well, we still have one more. We still have B. So we have these values here. Now B might have to go, B might end up going here, it might fit in here or here, but we have 2 16s here, so B is either going to be maybe 16, and that'll be fine, or it might be higher than 16, so it'll stay there, or it might be less than 16, so then it would go here. So we have those values to choose from. So looking at the problem statement, we have another piece of information. So it says the following data set has a mean of 13. All right, so now we have to use that little piece of information. Now, the mean is equal to the sum of all of our data points, and we have 7 of them, so I equals 1 to 7, divided by the number of data points we have, which is equal to 7. Equals 7. So here, so this is going to be x1 plus x2 plus dot 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 up to x7 divided by 7. And we are told that this is going to equal to 13. So now what we can do is we can take all of our values and plug them in here. So doing that, this will give us 2 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 plus 16 plus 16 plus our unknown value of B divided by 7. And that's going to be equal to 13. So now we just need to solve for B. So the first thing we can do is we can add up all the numbers up top. So 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 11, that's 21, plus 14, that's 35, and yeah, that's right down there. 16 plus 16 is 32, and then B, and then divided by 7 is equal to 13. So just doing another little bit of check. 11 plus 14 is 25. 2 plus 8 is 10. 25 plus 10, yeah, 35, we're good. Okay, so now, well, we can simplify this a little bit more. So I'm going to do 2 steps here in a row. So I'm going to multiply both sides of this equation by 7. So I'm going to multiply this side by 7, and I'm going to multiply this side by 7. And then I'm also going to add the 35 plus 32. So on the top, we're going to have 67 plus b. The 7's cancel out, and that's going to equal to 13 times 7, which is, well, 13 is 10 plus 3 times 7, so it's going to be 70 plus 21, 91. So we get that. So now subtracting 67 from both sides, we get that. So b is equal to 91 minus 67, and that is equal to 24. Sound right? Yeah, 67 plus 24. Yeah, 24. And that is how you do the problem. So we started off with our data set with two unknowns. The first thing we had to realize was that we had an odd number of values, because if we had an even number of values, we would probably have to approach this problem in a slightly different fashion. And then from there, we noticed that we could automatically tell that one of our values was going to be a 14, because the median was 14 and we didn't have the median in our original data set. And then from there, we came up with an expression for the other piece of information we had, which was the mean. And then we plugged in all of our values. And then we simplified to get the answer of b equals 24.